What's shaking and baking, all you hip, cool cats? My name is Kit. This is Chicago Reacts. And today, I would like to try out something just a little bit different. It's from the Internet Historian, and it's about a series that I was a huge fan of, and I actually owned four of the games way back in the, innocent era of the 90s on the Nintendo 64 called Turok. Now, this isn't about those games. This is more of I believe, the 2008 game that came out, the reimagined game called Turok. And it is done by the Internet Historian on one of his other channels called Storymode. Now, it's been a long time since I've seen anything related to Turok or in the media or anything of that nature. Little known Wikipedia fact, I am a fan of the Turok franchise. I love Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Turok 2 Seeds of Evil was an epic game. I loved every minute of it. It was a great sequel. Turok 3, we don't talk about Turok 3. And then there's Turok Rage Wars, which is okay, fine. I know that there was a Turok game for the GameCube. I played it once, and I just didn't have the same feeling. But Turok and Turok 2, works of art. Outstanding. I never played the 2008 game, but I did watch on YouTube lazily someone do a let's play of Turok, and it looks like a fun game, but it doesn't have that same magic like the ones or the first two that I played on the Nintendo 64. So I'm looking forward to hearing this narration and putting in some little fun quirks here too. For those who don't know, Turok was actually originally a comic book way back in the 1950s. Then it was I think. Hold on. Want to get this right before I get yelled at on the interwebs. Let's see. There was Turok, and it was the other publisher that came out was Western Publishing, and then Acclaim Entertainment. So yeah, so they're Valiant. There was also Valiant Comics Turok as well, where the dinosaurs were robots and cyborgs, and Turok fought against demons and aliens too. So there you go. But looking forward to watching this. So grab yourself a tasty snack and a tasty beverage. But before we do anything else, you wonderful hip cool cats better support the original content creator. I'm excited for this. Again, support the Internet Historian, his other channel, Incognito Mode, and Story Mode as well. But we do this for all the channels, all the videos we react to. The original link to the video is in the description box below. So I'm excited for this. So let's get ready to pull this up in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Turok, the sequel to One Rock. So we played a game as a man named Joseph Turok.
I am Turok.
I am Turok. Now that is from the second Turok. The I am Turok. The first one is more of louder. I am Turok. When you collect all those little triangle life points. Oh, I love that game. I love that game a lot. That was so much fun. Oh yeah, it gets set in space.
And the game opens into a nightmare sequence. We're in Vietnam, but in the future.
And it's Colombia.
He's terribly traumatized by his past when he was killing people in the jungle. So he wakes up in a cryostasis. The lid lifts off very dramatically. There's smoke all in the room. And Turok and a heap of other soldiers hop out and they go, "Oh, it's so great to stretch my legs."
The other soldiers start making fun of Turok.
Hella fun. Somebody get a bucket and mop. You gotta be clear on here.
Yeah, I can't stand janitors.
Enough teasing, Your Majesty. Be nice to Turok.
I like that they have Mark Zuckerberg and Her Majesty adding in their commentary about Turok. Oh, this was actually brought to my attention that, hey, the Internet Historian has another channel, and you might want to check this out. And surprise, surprise, as soon as I saw Turok, it was the first one I had to click on. Now, for those of you who played the 2008 game, now I watched the Let's Play of it because I just don't have time to play video games, but what was your overall experience if you played the 2008 game? And if you played the first Turok on the Nintendo 64, and Turok 2, we're not talking about Turok 3, though. I better not see in the comment section below anything about Turok 3. There's nothing redeemable about that game, so shush.
I would have preferred 3 Rock. Now, we get a brief shot
What I say? We don't talk about the third Turok.
of the spaceship that they're on. That gives you enough context, right? We are in space.
Space, it affects us all.
We're in a
Yeah, deep thought from that one.
briefing room now, and lots of the fellow crew are asking each other, who's this new guy? And then one of them asks,
Are you Turok?
and he seems to know all about us.
I know
Oh.
all about you. Your name's on the box.
We've only got 30 minutes till we touch down, so I'm only gonna say this once.
Can you repeat that, sir?
This is Whiskey Crew, and their mission is to apprehend Roland Kane. That's the guy from Condemned.
That's me, Ethan Thomas.
Now listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Kane is the leader of the legendary Wolf Pack.
Oh, I can't play the WCW intro song. For those who remember WCW, NWO, and NWO Wolfpack, you're a real one. But however, I'm ECW. ECW for life.
Now listen up, Your Majesty, because I'm only going to say this once. Kane has been AWOL, that's away without leave, for 3 years.
He's gone rogue.
Ah, shut up, no more exposition. Listen up, I'm only going to say this once. Turok used to be in the Wolf Pack.
Yeah, before he screwed him over.
Blade, cannon!
He can't be trusted.
But now Turok is actually going to help us take down Kane. Isn't that right, Turok? Yes, sir. They finish the brief, and they all prepare to land on the planet. One of them goes, I hope I see a dinosaur, and the other one says, no spoilers. And then this happens. Wow, that really zoomed into his head, huh?
Cole wants me to walk you through some of the gear we'll be using once we get planetside. Ever used one of these?
No. Suddenly, their ship is shot out of orbit. Oh my god. Owing to his Native American heritage, he is very easily able to traverse the exploding spaceship, and he is knocked unconscious into nap time. Another.
Oh, yeah. I remember from the Let's Play, everyone kept blaming Turok for every goddamn thing. Turok, I stubbed my toe. Turok, I got bitten by a dinosaur. Turok, my wife cheated on me. And it's all your fault.
The dream. In the dream, everyone is wearing jumpsuits as though they are prisoners, because they are. Roland Kane is there, and he is giving a very sensual speech. Kane explains that
The army sees you as a bunch of violent reprobates with no future here.
but Kane sees potential in, I can see stuff in you.
You're Native American, aren't you?
You're a genius.
You're either Cherokee or Kiowa. I'm guessing Kiowa.
And you're lucky I'm in these cuffs, old man.
Turok is very clumsy, and he accidentally kisses the guard, and he faints because it's so sexy, and Kane is impressed. The dream ends.
Oh, just when it was getting good.
It's always that way in a dream, isn't it? Suddenly, Turok wakes up from his dream. There is a fellow soldier, and he says, come on, you gotta get up, Turok. The ship hasn't finished exploding yet. They make it out of the ship, and it's all incredibly exciting. And once they get out there, they see, dinosaur.
Now, I found this stupid because here's the thing. In the first Turok, like the video game that came out, the explanation is that the setting takes place in the Lost Land where, you know, when the asteroid first hit the Earth millions of years ago in the Cretaceous era, when T-Rex was roaming around, it opened up a warp portal and created like a clone copy version of our world. And so throughout various points in time and across the multiverse, creatures and civilizations and people and land masses get absorbed into the Lost Land, and that's why dinosaurs and other things exist. And you, Turok, in the first game for the Nintendo 64, have to stop the campaigner. A spoiler alert! I better not get anyone rage typing at me. A cyborg warlord who's trying to control space and time by putting down a chronoscepter, and you, Turok, have to stop him by getting the chronoscepter and using it to kill the campaigner, and then, you know, after you defeat him and his pet cyborg dinosaur T-Rex Thunder, you throw the chronoscepter into a volcano, which awakens, oh my goodness, the Primogen for Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Spoilers.
Sauce.
There's some pretty big birds here.
He doesn't understand at all. Wow, these bats have lost all their fur. So anyway, Turok is running through the jungle and he says, perhaps it's not so bad to be here on Dinosaur Planet all along. Perhaps I can make a new home here. No. Anyway, so you fight the dinosaurs and then you find a lovely new knife. Wow. But the moment that you touch the knife, suddenly you dip to white flashback time. Remember that time I stabbed a man? That was pretty funny. But also, PTSD. Turok exits the flash.
Yes, I guess PTSD is pretty funny. I guess for video games, so whatever. It's not. However, you know, when looking at this game, I mean, the graphics look incredible. It's just I find the whole story of Dinosaur Planet, Dinosaur Land, evil AWOL soldier general trainer doing something nefarious. It could have been so much better.
Flashback. Then suddenly he encounters Slade.
We may be stuck together, but that doesn't mean I have to like it.
They're gonna be great friends, I can tell. They continue towards the main crash site, but they also encounter many enemy soldiers. Bang, 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 they're all dead. Your Majesty, tell me about these soldiers. Who the hell are they?
They're called MG soldiers.
Ooh.
They're part of a mega corporation called Mendel Grumman Corporation, and Kane is working for them.
Boy, is that boring. Turok and Slade, they are having a wonderful time fighting the soldiers when suddenly a huge Tyrannosaurus Rex attacks and eats the enemies. Oh my god. Turok and Slade, you'd better watch out, it's heading your way. Oh, never mind.
I can't believe what I just saw.
That guy's voice, that's not Ron Perlman, is it?
It is America's Caveman, Ron Perlman. That's right, you heard me. That's America's Caveman, because Ron Perlman was in Quest for Fire. So, America's Caveman.
It is Ron Perlman.
Hey, got it in one. Donnie Wahlberg. So Turok and Ron Perlman continue on their way. But along the way, Ron Perlman starts going, hey, Turok, you are such a traitor. I hate you, and also you are dumb. Remember that mission, Turok? When you betrayed the wolf pack? You wouldn't understand, Ron. Yeah, well, my brother died during that mission, and that's one of the reasons that I hate you. Turok says, listen, your beef shouldn't be with me. It should be with Kane. Kane did all the bad things, you see? My beef is with both of you. Listen, I don't have any time for this. We're being attacked by dinosaurs, and why don't we flee together? Because these dinosaurs are pretty scary, don't you think? I'll tell you the truth, I love you. Along the way, Turok and Ron Perlman find another crashed escape pod, and inside the wreckage, Turok finds a bow and arrow.
No, Turok.
My second favorite weapon. Here's the thing. The tech bow was a lot of fun to use in the first Turok game. Turok 2, they added a sniper ability to the tech bow, which is absolutely fantastic. Plus, it had the explosive tips on it, too, to blow up. Let's see. First favorite weapon in the Turok game. Hold on. I think it was the plasma rifle. I just like the sound that it make. It was like, no, wait. The auto shotgun. In the second game, shout out to my Phantasm friends out there who know what I'm referencing. The cerebral bore. Now, for those who don't know what the cerebral bore is, it was a weapon in Turok 2, and yes, it was available for Turok 3 and in Rage Wars, but we don't talk about Turok 3. The cerebral bore, like if you focus it on the enemy and you fired it and you were locked on, this sphere would come out and it would drill inside the enemy's head by drilling out their brain and then explode. And for those of you who have never seen the film Phantasm, it sort of references a metal sphere that that drilled out the brains out of the victims. Great movie.
Turok, don't touch the weapon.
No.
You'll have a flashback.
No. Dip to white.
This bow is for you. It's a pity that you're so ashamed of your heritage, Turok. Because it so happens that some of the most feared warriors of all time were the Kiowa Indian tribe, your ancestors. And the bow was their weapon of choice.
You're Native American, Turok, so you should know how to use this. To the Japanese guy. And for you, a katana. To the British guy, a long sword.
And the Australian,
A boomerang.
Can we have
Called
guns?
it.
No.
Turok pulls back the bow, and just as he's about to fire, Ron Perlman talks right over his flashback. How rude. Your bow is too old technology, lamau. This is future with dinosaurs. That's useless.
Shut up.
He is so upset, he must add, watch out, Turok. Dinosaur in it. JK. I'm just a friendly sock or whatever. Rawr. Hey, have you heard of NordVPN and their new threat protection feature? Look out, Turok. This whole place uses public Wi-Fi. These dinosaur marketing managers or whatever, they're all trying to grab your personalized data so they can serve you ads. Here, Turok, use my Nord account. They let you use up to 6 different devices. Ooh. 6 different devices. Well, I'm changing my name from Turok to Six Rock. Hey, what's poking me? That's my wallet, I swear. Oh no, Turok! Big crisis, even bigger than this whole Roland Kane thing. Your Hulu, it doesn't work here in Dinosaur Planet or whatever. Quick, use my VPN. It's still poking me. That's a gun, I swear. It connects to over 5,400 servers on over 59 different countries across the solar system. Turok, we're back on the spaceship again, inexplicably. The captain was visiting dodgy torrent sites without threat protection.
Oh no.
Oh, why? Anyway, so threat protection. It prevents from malicious sites, malicious downloads, trackers, intrusive Haha, it's me, Roland Kane, hatched right in. But hey. Shut up. NordVPN has end-to-end encryption and a no-logs policy. Why didn't you just get it?
I tried to get their amazing 2-year plan plus a free bonus month at NordVPN.com/Storymode, but I was frightened. Even though they have a money-back guarantee, I was afraid to let love bloom again on the battlefield.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to NordVPN.com/Storymode to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan, plus a free bonus month.
And then he did. And everyone was happy.
Yay.
Ad.
Beautiful. What an outstanding ad. But what was poking him? Was it a wallet? Was it a gun? Was it option A or option B? I'll let you decide.
They sneak into the enemy facility, and the pair decide to split up. Now, while sneaking through the facility, Turok discovers that the planet is being terraformed.
Oh my god.
So, according to this computer, it looks as though there's an exponential increase in evolutionary activity.
That's not how evolution works.
The idea is this is supposed to be exactly like Earth, and things are evolving, therefore, dinosaurs. So if you wondered why the planet has dinosaurs, that's the reason. Now,
it's a very stupid reason. The first 2 games had a better reason why dinosaurs are alive and why you're shooting at them.
Turok and Ron Perlman then reunite, and they shoot their way through and out of the facility. Turok and Ron Perlman are now in Death Valley. Hey, Ron Perlman, why do they call this Death Valley? No reason. Then more dinosaur fighting. Then they go through a cave tunnel. Then they fight more dinosaurs. Then they leave the cave. And then they get attacked by a dinosaur. Oh, Your Majesty, I'm starting to notice a pattern here. And just as the dinosaur's about to kill him, suddenly a soldier named Reese shoots it down with his sniper rifle. That's pretty epic. Now,
all right, Reese was the save.
They find another crash site, and there they find enemy MG soldiers all over it. Turok takes care of them using his stealth. They all finally make it to the crash site. Whiskey Company is here as well.
Seriously low on ammo and half our guys are MIA. Let's get this place secured just in case Kane's men do show up.
By the way, Turok, you've got a mission too. You are assigned to finding all of the ship's long-range communications so that we can call home.
What about Kane?
Capturing Roland is now a secondary mission. The main priority is now getting on some sort of spaceship and getting home safe, and then having a sandwich. Okay. Turok then goes to find the
seems reasonable
long-range communication unit. Along the way, Turok is jumped, by a former member of the Wolfpack. His name is Grimes. That's right, Elon Musk's ex-wife. And she says...
Oh, that's right. I forgot they were married and had a kid. Huh. Oh, well. Crazy world we live in, folks.
Listen, we're a bit offended, Turok. Why'd you leave without even saying goodbye? And then she gives a smooch. Mwah. Let's have a baby and name it real weird. Now, Turok says, hey, listen, times have changed. This is the future now. You don't understand. Grimes then disagrees and says,
What?
You heard me. And then Grimes disappears back into the... Now, Turok continues on. Why not? He finds another soldier from Whiskey Company, and his name is Cowboy.
Cowboy?
Uh-oh. Help me, partner. The cowboy has been shot with an arrow. How partially ironic. Anyway, the crew shows up and they say, don't worry, we'll take this cowpoke with us. And Turok says, okay.
Slade, you and Parker are with me. We'll take Cowboy back to camp. Gonzalez, take Foster, Turok, and find that comm unit.
They immediately find it just lying on the ground.
Okay.
They go to pick it up, but then suddenly a giant T-Rex bursts out of the jungle. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Right, so the T-Rex has eaten one of Whiskey Company, and he was holding onto the comms unit. So in effect, the T-Rex has stolen the comms unit. Although if you slow it down, you can see he's actually back-hopping into the mouth. So now Turok must go to the T-Rex's lair to politely ask for its return. Turok makes it there, and he goes, here's that comms unit, and thank God, it seems as though...
Now, wait a minute. That comms unit looks a little bit too clean. Now, for those who don't know, Tyrannosaurus Rex is one of the most frightening creatures to ever walk the earth. And yes, there's been outstanding documentaries like Prehistoric World, I think it's what it's called, then narrated by David Attenborough, I believe that's how you say his name. Anyways, the British guy who knows how to narrate documentaries about animals, right? And Tyrannosaurus Rex had a very strong and powerful bite, right? And so it also had the ability to swallow its prey whole, which means that comms unit should be covered in feces matter or something of that nature. It just looks a little bit too clean unless it was stuck between his teeth, and then T-Rex asked somebody to, hey, can you pluck this out with a giant toothpick? Which I don't think anybody would, but it's just something to really, just to think about.
The T-Rex isn't here. Guess again, says the T-Rex. Looking for me? It's time for a fight, says Turok. They go head to head. He stabs the T-Rex with a knife.
Yeah.
Ow!
But the T-Rex isn't dead, and it flings Turok out of his lair. Please leave. Turok is knocked out again.
Why did the dinosaur eat him?
Turok wakes up from his T-Rex-caused nap and gets to his feet. He says, I'd better go search for my team. But when he gets back to camp, Ron Perlman is not very impressed about the other soldiers being dead.
You come back alive as well. Isn't that perfect? First you turn your back on my brother, and now my best friend?
Turok refuses to defend himself and explain that it was actually all the dinosaurs' fault. I swear, it was the T-Rex. But instead, he acts stoic and lets Ron Perlman attack him with a knife.
I should have done this the first time I saw you.
Hold me back. Hold me back. I'm gonna get him. Turok then goes, anyway, here's your fucking comms unit. Jesus. A second later, an arrow comes out of the forest.
Damn!
It's another enemy ambush, says Kane. Grrr, says his face. They successfully force the enemy soldiers back. However, 3 men die during the assault.
Plus the comm unit is completely shot.
Oh, fucking hell.
They decide to wait until morning before making their next move. However, there's a weird noise in the distance.
Ooh.
So Turok, Ron Perlman, and another soldier, they're sent to investigate. The noise...
How much you want to bet Soldier 3 dies? So show of hands.
Seems to be coming from within a research lab building.
What are they going to find in there, Your Majesty?
A recording of Roland Kane.
That's very exciting. Play the tape.
Kane says, yeah, there's this toxin, and we made it accidentally, and it, killed all the scientists. So we've isolated it for further testing.
Great. We all just got cancer.
And then they find an aircraft. Wow, that is so handy. Can you fly? No. The trio inform Whiskey Crew of what they've found.
Okay.
You're saying that Roland Kane has started developing chemical weapons? Yes. What does that have to do with dinosaurs? Nothing. So it's just shoehorned in to raise the stakes? Yes.
No, what this was a cash grab to try and create another franchise, right? They should have just kept it simple and just had Turok in the Lost Land, and whoever holds the light burden carries on the mantle of Turok. The light burden is the satchel that holds all of Turok's weapons. It's a satchel. It's not a purse. Okay? It's not a purse. the satchel. Big difference. And it opens up and you can pull out weapons to fight things. Not gonna look at it, it's kind of funny, but yes. So shout out to my Turok experts who know what I'm referencing here, okay? Turok was a fun game. I just hope someday it gets the just remake that it rightfully deserves. And somehow it made it on Nintendo 64. That's right, the happy land of Mario.
Oh, okay. And Scorpions.
That has nothing to do with dinosaurs.
Scorpions kill Soldier 3.
Oh no.
Ron Perlman and Turok have to get into the aircraft to escape, but to get there, they must fight their way through the Scorpions, and they do. Look, there's the chopper. Get in, Turok. But as they get close, what happens?
The ground erupts beneath them.
What?
And this causes Turok to black out.
Turok kills a lady.
Oh no, he's flashing back again. In the flashback, we reach the peak of the traumatic whatever, and we find out why Turok is so gruff and so quiet all of the time. Well, it turns out he was practicing with his bow one day, and an arrow went off, and he killed a civilian. No. A soldier with PTSD, we are breaking new ground. The script says Turok has remorse. Which is very accurate. But Roland Kane doesn't care about any of that. Ha. Lamau, says Roland Kane. We'll kill as many innocents and peasants and whatever as we have to. So Turok wakes up and he is absolutely fine. But he's alone this time in the cavern. Where's Ron Perlman? I miss him so much. I better go find him. Uh-oh, there's Scorpions there. He fights them. Oh, there's Ron Perlman there, and he goes, I know it's all your fault, Turok. I know you used to work with a band of Scorpions, didn't you? They killed my sister.
Suddenly, a Loch Ness monster appears. And Turok kills it, and Ron Perlman goes, I respect you now, Turok. I like you.
What?
Better go find the coward who dropped this.
Don't tell anyone about that.
Alright, well, they're best friends now.
And they skip and hop back to Whiskey Company.
Now, along the way, they get into a fight with enemy soldiers. I'll take the one.
Time to bring out old Painless, the minigun. That's right, I forgot about the minigun from the first Turok game. The minigun was... That minigun helped clear away so many mutants and monsters, and yes, even humans too. Gotta love the minigun. Old Painless.
One's on the left, best friend, and you take the ones on the right. Now, halfway through this fight, Whiskey Company suddenly shows up.
They blow up the enemy's helicopter, and then together as a group, they decide to make their way to the substation.
What's the substation?
I think it was that building with the aircraft in it.
Guys, listen, let's take it to pause it. What do you think will happen next? Will it be A, Scorpions, B, an ambush, C, Ron Perlman decides that Turok is guilty, or D, they smooch?
An ambush, B.
It was B, an ambush. You see, they get ambushed again, and this causes the group's leader to think that Turok is in fact a traitor.
But Slade... No, Ron Perlman says...
You having some kind of mental lapse, Logan?
No, I like Turok.
You know what? Ron Perlman is the traitor. That's it. That'll be the twist.
That would be too smart for this game.
Now, the group decides to hide. But then they are immediately found. During this fight, the leader of Whiskey Company is killed. Oh, no.
Now, look, I'm not a full-on expert, but I'm pretty sure... If that was truly 100% realistic, being hit by rounds of that caliber, he'd be torn up just a little bit. There'd be meat chunks all over the place.
Anyway, Turok and Co. make it to the substation. I love it here. It's brilliant. They fight their way through, and most of them make it inside, except for one of the soldiers who's left outside. I will hold them all back with a minigun. Together they go and they find the aircraft. But then when they get there, the aircraft has already been destroyed. Oh, it's like the comms unit from before. Shall we ever progress in this game? Suddenly, ambush time.
But this time it's raptors and not soldiers.
They are keeping it fresh, at least. Now, they're dealing with the ambush. Then they all go to the control room. Then there's a recording from Roland Kane. We've modified the toxin or something, and now it works great in air conditioners. What? It will kill everyone in the room. What? Also, it disappears after 20 minutes. Okay. I've found the perfect bioweapon, says Kane. This sucks so bad.
It's epic. What are you talking about?
Terrible.
They took all of the, expensive voice
Wow, these are a lot of great people to be voice actors.
And used it for this shite. Nothing.
Turok 1 and 2. Works of art. We don't talk about... All right, look. Here, let me just get this off my chest. Turok 3 for the Nintendo 64 was a cheap, rushed-made game. This is my opinion. I did not like how they killed Joshua in the beginning of the game because it was kind of set up at Turok 2 that he was going to fight Oblivion. Now, Oblivion apparently invaded our world, which, that was always kind of the threat, especially in the Valiant comics, like the Lost Land and the denizens there were going to invade Earth. And I thought it'd be more of a dinosaurs and cyborg robot dinosaurs and other denizens of the Lost Land invading Earth, right? And you're defending Earth as Turok or of that nature. And unfortunately, it was like the first level and the second level were like knockoff Resident Evil games. The first level, you're fighting zombies. You're not fighting dinosaurs at all, which was stupid and dumb. The only thing close to a dinosaur you see is like later on in the game, you're just shooting at velociraptors and those little compy dinosaurs, right? And then you see like there's a museum level where there's just like a T-Rex there. That's it. Just a statue of a T-Rex. Doesn't come alive. Doesn't attack you. None of that. The story was rushed. It was pointless. It had no heart or soul, and around that time too, Acclaim Studios was going belly up. So, yeah, that's why I don't talk about Turok 3. It's the disappointment. It's the disappointing third wheel.
Something interesting is going to happen, so we are going to speed this shit up. Time to leave the base, but before making outside, the planet doesn't look very good. Oh my god, look, there's lava everywhere. It's meteorites. Oh my god, it's just like when the dinosaurs died. They fight their way through the planet until they make it to the other base. They're snooping through, and then Reese is shot in the head. Oh, but always miss him, says Turok. The T-Rex shows up. It's me, the same T-Rex as from before. Thinking, oh, my eye, it hurts. Guess I'll have a big T-Rex shaped eye patch. Whiskey Company, they make it to a event and they sneak in and they go, oh, what's all this? Anyway, Whiskey Company fights their way through the base. They make it to the control room. Weren't we already there? Anyway, they decide to hop in the survival. They blow up the generator. They plant a bomb, but a flashbang is thrown just as they're about to leave. This is the best twist of the game so far. Turok passes out. And this time, for the first time ever, he doesn't have a flashback.
What?
Turok regains consciousness to find that Roland Kane is standing over him. And Roland scolds him, saying, "It has been a long time. By the way, a lot of your men sure are dead."
Is this all that's left of your company? 4 soldiers? That's pathetic. You can't even abandon your mission without getting everyone killed.
Well, to be fair, you are the one killing them all.
Yeah, that's
Cowboy
true.
tries to defend Turok. Hey, come on, he's trying really hard. But Kane will not listen. Then, I don't know, generator bomb goes off for some reason. And Kane gets thrown to the side. And Turok and Ron Perlman and some other soldiers.
Now, what happened to Kane, that has to be a permanent back injury because he got hit in the back by a steel beam. That's got to hurt.
At least we got onto helicopter, okay. So they get on. And then Turok goes, maybe I'll stay.
I'll have to stop Kane.
Rob Perlman goes, okay.
I've always trusted you.
And Turok, he goes, makes it to Kane. But it turns out that Kane is already in an aircraft vehicle of his own. Then suddenly, Kane goes, will you dial up the drama just a little? And Turok goes, alright, let me just hop into this turret.
There you go.
And he takes down the airship. Explosions, rock and roll music. Suddenly an airship crashes into Turok. Oh, God.
Turok! You keep
Wake up.
Turok and Kane both regain consciousness. Hooray! Kane says,
You should have left when you had a chance.
and Turok says,
Not without saying goodbye first. That's sweet.
Then he says this.
I'm not a soldier. A soldier follows orders. But a warrior follows his heart.
Which is pretty funny. And then the pair fight mano a mano. First it looks like Kane is about to win, then it looks like Turok's about to win, then it looks like Kane's about to win, but at the end, Turok wins. But it's not over yet, Turok. That T-Rex, which we already fought twice and beat twice, shows up again. Remember me? Hello! Turok fights the dinosaur, and this time he finishes it off properly. I mean, he kills it or whatever. He blows up the top half of the T-Rex's head. Then Ron Perlman and the other soldier come along and, hey, Turok, you need a lift? Turok gets picked up, and they fly off into space.
Turok thinks to himself, I've learned a lot this journey.
I guess the real dinosaurs all along were actually my personal traumas. Because I shot that lady with a bow.
That's right.
But I've overcome it now because I killed a bad guy. And also, an actual dinosaur. By the way, I was hired as the janitor. I even brought my own mop and bucket. I'm going to keep that to myself. You know what? There was a mission brief at the beginning that said, get in there, kill Kane, and get out. And that is basically the entire story summarized. Look how long this plot is.
Wow.
It could be summarized with Turok killing Kane. T-Rex explodes. Question mark? The game was developed in 3 years with a team of
150 people.
Why did no one speak up? Eurogamer only gave it a 6 out of 10. Why did they hate it? Why do European people hate Turok? Terrible lizards? Question mark. With former publisher Acclaim long since bust and memories of Turok evolution as few as they ever were favorable. Is that a sentence? It's like a double subclause, but it doesn't go anywhere.
And it still continues.
And then it
still continues. Put a full stop somewhere.
Did you know that James Cameron's Alien served as an
Oh, can everyone stop using aliens as an inspiration? Seriously. Yes, Aliens was a great film. You know, Roger Corman, when Jurassic Park was coming out, he was a part of the studio and production team that helped make Carnosaur, and Carnosaur 2 and Carnosaur 3, and then all the other knockoffs, right? And Carnosaur 2 was also used as an inspiration, or was inspired by Aliens. I shite you not. It's an actual thing that took place. Look it up on the World Wide Web. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Inspiration for this game. And why was the game so shitty?
Aliens has inspired a lot of shit.
The reason Turok is so good at fighting dinosaurs is because, traditionally, for thousands of years, the Native Americans have been fighting the dinosaurs. Is that true, Your Majesty?
Yeah, you ever seen that movie, Valley of Gwangi?
No.
Gwangi.
It's an old Ray Harryhausen movie where
Valley of Gwangi is a great film. It's great stop motion. It's a fun popcorn eating movie that you watched in the afternoon when you have nothing to do in this crazy world that's out of our control.
Cowboys.
Who?
He's a stop motion guy.
What?
Okay, listen, this isn't going anywhere, but it's an old stop motion movie where cowboys wrangle a dinosaur.
It was hard to live back in those days. Did you know that Turok is based off an old series? It's actually a rebooting.
Actually, it's based off a comic. There you go.
Did you play it back in the day?
No,
I
I'll
did.
play it. I promise.
Now, we heard a scandalous rumor that Turok is in fact gay. Fake or gay? Are these mutually exclusive? In honor of IGN's Dinosaur Week, I'm going to start with 2 supposedly prehistoric... See, if I said it, they would go, hold on a minute, that's a bit much. Turok. Let's cut to the chase here. Check out this official storyboard from the 2008 Turok game. Oh my god. They're kissing. Yup, that's Turok, giving Slade/Ron Perlman a big old man kiss before running off to fight the final boss. The image has sparked debates from people wondering whether the game's homoeroticism was censored, whether Chad Smith, who is that, is gay himself, or they just like to make dumb jokes. Verdict not gay. What? Listen, Turok is absolutely gay. 100%.
You'd like one stuck up your ass.
Now listen, if you are a big fan of story mode, I want you to support the community and assure people that Turok is the gayest character that has ever graced a console.
What are these ads you're getting?
We are family, so who cares? Mom, please. Yuck, Woo has had a very... all right, we're playing this game next.
All right. 10 out of 10. Epic video. Good to be reminded by that Turok was... 2008 game was an epic failure. You know, if you played it, had fun, regale us with your stories. If you played the original Turok series, Turok 1, Turok 2, no, first Turok Dinosaur Hunter, Turok 2 Seeds of Evil, Turok 3. We don't talk about Turok 3. And then of course Turok Rage Wars. If you played those games, type in the comment section below. If you have any of the old school Turok comics, are they as good as you remember, or were they just lackluster and mediocre? What is your favorite weapon that you've used in the Turok games that and all of them count, including evolution? Why not? And let's bring in the 2008 game too. What was your favorite weapon to use in the Turok franchise? Who were your favorite enemies? Which of the games were your favorite? So type in the comment section below. Shout out to the Internet Historian. This is his other channel, Storymode. So please support the original content creator. The original link is in the description box below. I like this. This was a fun video. And, you know, it's very rare that we see anybody mention Turok as much. Because I thought it was a fun game when it first came out in 64. And, well, I don't know. I'm ever hoping it gets the reboot that it deserves. So take good care of yourselves and each other. Drink water. Keep on winning. And I am Turok. Peace.